All right, everybody. Welcome in. He's back. Six is back. 1 week, a little swelling going down, throwing laser beams all over practice. He's back. Welcome in. Oh, Nick, welcome in. Steeler fan for this sim. You're welcome. Glad to have you on. Welcome in, George. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you today. Nagy on Sports, everybody. It is time for the Week 8 Browns sim. We got the Steelers in town. It's Halloween. Maybe some crazy things are going to happen. We're going to get to it here in a minute. Welcome in, Chris G. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. This is obviously an exciting rivalry matchup here in the AFC North between the Steelers and the Browns at First Energy Stadium. The first of the divisional games that we're going to be seeing here in the AFC North between two, knock them down, drag them out brawlers of teams that really want to do some punishment in the trenches. So it should be a big heavyweight match here. Looking for an exciting football game, and should expect First Energy to be amped on Halloween for this one, as it is a big matchup late in the season to be getting to the AFC North games, but certainly exciting as both teams are coming off of something of a bye. The Steelers on their actual bye, the Cleveland Browns on a mini bye here, and obviously, like Phil mentioned, Baker, huge for both Nick Chubb, Baker Mayfield to be back. So a lot of Conklin coming back, a lot of big time players coming back for these Browns. So, but this is going to be a physical, tough, punishing game. So hopefully everybody will hold up in this one.
Absolutely. Welcome in, Robert, as well. Chris, super exciting. You got tickets to the game, brother. I looked at them, just wasn't able to get up this weekend. So, again, there is a look at what Ben has done. The only thing that is mirroring reality is the win-losses, so they are 3-3. Welcome in, Earl. Go Browns. How they got there, though, Madden did it on their own. So Big Ben's going to start. He's going to dump it off right side. He's got Ebron, and he's got a first down, but the ball comes out. It's going to be picked up by Ronnie. He looked very down.
I was going to say, I think that came out really late, so I think the early fireworks in this one probably getting overturned, unlike in the last time the Browns first snap against the Steelers turnover, which turned into a touchdown for the Browns. I don't think this one's going to hold up to second inspection.
It says booth review at the top, but it's letting me call plays, so somehow we got the ball.
Interesting.
Our coach mode overruled it or something. I don't know. That was weird. Nick Chubb's going to go to the left side. He's going to pick up one. It still says booth review at the top. It's like, bro, we need this booth review.
I think he was very down, so I think that probably would have been happening. Interesting that overrode it. And then, yes, Earl Baker is set to start. They announced today that he is going to start for the Browns. He made the progress they wanted to see. Kevin Stefanski said in his press conference that the medical staff and the second opinions and everyone was very comfortable with where he was at, and so he is set to start for the Browns against the Steelers on Halloween.
Absolutely is. And again, some of you noticing perhaps Kit and I have been experimenting with going back to coach mode. Watch out! And Ingram's going to get around Jed Wills and stacks Baker back to the 41, which is exactly what we didn't want to see have happened. And so maybe a little bit of, poetic justice with the fact that wasn't really a fumble, that they would take a bad sack. And this is going to be a tough field goal to make from 58. Chase drills it. It's good. Let's go. 58-yarder for McLaughlin.
Right. One of the drawbacks of playing in coach mode for with our set of reality is we do have to. Phil has to. I shouldn't take any credit because I don't do anything. But Phil does have to kick the field goals, and that's all done on all Madden level of play in order to meet our realism standards for the sliders. So that makes it a lot more difficult. So a 58-yarder is no small feat. So well done from Phil on that one.
Hey man, Chase is perfect. That's a lot of pressure.
That's right. And actually, his long is 57, so he's got that.
That's true, he does. Here's Najee, first touch. He's going to get two up the middle before getting ripped down by Troy Hill, amongst other Browns on defense. So again, if you're new to the Sims or haven't been on the first 7 games of the season, we've been in the traditional just let it play out mode, and we've been back to being pretty upset with the choice of play calling that they've been doing. So, again, you give and you take a little bit with Coach Mode. Again, Kit and I get to think about and look at some of the plays and maybe have some live discussion about what we think that Stefanski might do, better ball control situations. But as we have seen, and on that last drive maybe seeing as well, if you're not careful, Baker turns into a little bit of a statue back there and does take a sack from time to time.
Yeah, a little bit of a drawback with the sacks, but it does give us a lot of situational football flexibility, which is something that Madden is unfortunately woefully equipped to replicate, because Madden does such a bad job with situational football, and it's
Yes.
You know, with as much as they spend on producing this game, you would think that'd be something they'd have a little bit better organized by this point in the I mean, how long have they been making this game? It's been it's been a long time. Long time.
Nice run stop there. Clowney comes off that right tackle side, Okafor's side, and makes a tackle on Najee Harris right at the line. Sets up a 3rd and 7. Big Ben back to pass. Heaves it as hard as he can. He's got Ebron. He's got the 50, and Newsome drags him down at the 47. First down for Big Ben and the Steelers.
Yeah, Earl.
I would say, look,
good question.
That question answered here during the first down replay.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question there. I was going to say that I expect you'll see a lot of Dearness in this one. I think he's going to look a lot like, maybe not quite as frequent as you might see Hunt out there, but obviously Dearness has been proving himself to this coaching staff and proving his value. As you saw that, 22 attempts, 146 yards, and a touchdown effort from him last week. Big Ben saddles up for a deep throw.
Claypool's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It looked like the cornerback, Greg Newsome, the rookie, went up high, tried to just pick that one out of the air, over pursued by a half a second. Claypool right on the other side. I think it was Newsome. It is. Get a good look at him. You see him sit in the zone, read the route, think he's got it. His eyeballs as big as saucers. But Chase Claypool fights him off for it. He's a bigger body than Newsome. Catches that football, rumbles into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Early touchdown for the Steelers. They strike first.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there from Newsome, really going for the ball when better to go for the man and be sure that, try to get a hand on the ball if you can, but go for the tackle at the same time to prevent the run after catch, which then results in a touchdown there. But back to Dearness Johnson. No, I think you'll see him quite a bit. He's proven himself. He's, to this coaching staff, he's very dependable, very good weapon for this offense, and I think he's going to take a lot of the load off of Nick Chubb, just like Hunt does. He's a slightly different style than either of the other two, but he certainly provides a dynamic spark, and he's so decisive with his cuts and his vision. He's got some really impressive jump cut ability.
Absolutely. Here's a little inside zone. It's actually Felton in the backfield who gets the call. Lined up in that particular formation, and he goes for 9.
Yeah, don't be
on
surprised.
His first down carry.
Don't be surprised to see Felton back there. He may take some of the load as well.
Chubb left side trying the first down marker. I think he's going to maybe get it, or are they going to give us the old 3rd and inches? They're going to give us the old 3rd and inches. Baker settling in here now on a 3rd and inches. About 9:20 to go in the game. Turn around, give it to Chubb, bullying his way through the hole, and it takes 2 Steelers to bring him down at the 38. First down, Nick Chubb. Nice play there.
Yeah,
for the Browns.
What a gift to have a guy like Nick Chubb, where you need 3rd and inches to get you 10, because he's just gonna blast through that hole and continue running till somebody is able to take him down. It's not easy to do.
Absolutely. Little drag across the middle to Jarvis Landry, and he's going to be taken down.
Nick Chubb.
Chubb is going to play, and we do not have Kareem Hunt in the game. You will not see Kareem in the game.
Yeah, no, Kareem Hunt is on IR, but Nick Chubb is supposed to be back for this game, so expect to see him start in this one with Dearness Johnson as his relief at the running back.
Absolutely. Baker quickly throws it from traffic, and he's got Hooper, but it's just going to be a 2-yard gain. That sets up 3rd and 2 for the Browns. He's going to play, Chris. Jarvis is going to play. Whole team plays differently when he's in the game, though. That's for darn sure, isn't it?
Sure does.
Here comes Chubb again, following the blockers. Had a little bit of a pulling guard, Treader, or Telex. Batonio, I'll get to it eventually. Pulling across there, and a first down run for the Browns up to midfield now.
Yeah, really impressive push up front there on that 3rd and 2 again on 3rd down. Really nice push from that O-line.
Hook him in, James. Baker gets hit as he throws. It's wobbly, and it's going to be picked off. And it's Sutton, and he's got the ball up to the 33-yard line. Ugly, ugly throw as Baker threw it out of a sack. Can't turn that off, even with some coach mode. You get a good look at it there. And nothing that Beckham can do to come back and get that football. Sutton's going to pick it off, and the Steelers are cooking with gas now.
Yeah, it really shows you the value of that pressure that we've talked about on this channel a lot. Really, that quarterback hit results in, I mean, he wasn't really getting sacked. He's releasing the ball as he's getting hit, which resulted in that kind of a duck up, going up, getting lofted way higher than he expected, and not nearly enough power behind it, and so it doesn't make it to his receiver. Easy interception for the Steelers.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Give it up the middle. Harris, he's going to be ripped down. How about that backfield presence there from Anthony Walker? Sets up a 3rd and short after Ben's 6th completion in a row. Starting the game 6 for 6 now for Big Ben. 3rd and 2, he's going to climb under center. He's got 2 tight ends and Najee Harris. Turn around, give it up the middle, and Harris isn't going to be touched for about 8 before Delpit rips him to the ground. First down, Steelers to about the midfield stripe.
Yeah, Najee showing a little bit of what he can do on 3rd and short there as he's able to blast through the hole and get a bunch of extra yards after contact.
Nick, I actually live in Columbus, a couple hours south of Cleveland. And yes, Kit is in Cali. That is correct. Now 6 for 6, James Washington deep across the middle, and the Steelers just coming out a little bit on fire. They must have gotten a little bit miffed by that bad turnover call that led to 3 points for the Browns. They've started off well on offense. Here's another one to Ebron. Breaks the first tackle. He's going to be dragged down by Taki at the 25. 7 for 7 now for Ben to start the game. The 2nd and 4, still 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Plenty of time. Ben back to pass. Heaves at the corner of the end zone. Gets hit as he throws, and that one's going to sail out of bounds deep over the head of Chase Claypool and Ronnie Harrison, who is in coverage. Here comes a big 3rd down. Ben in the shotgun again. Left side, he's got his man on the sideline. He's going to step out of bounds. That's Najee Harris. Definitely a big part of the passing game as well, and he's one-on-one with Anthony Walker. And, yeah, first down Steelers.
Yeah, James, I'd say really nobody has really replaced Dupree there for the Steelers defense. They're definitely missing that production from him, and Highsmith has not stepped up really in his stead, nor has really anybody else on that D-line. You know, obviously T.J. Watt's still very productive, but
in the sim he hasn't really done anything either because they've only had 2 possessions. I know he's one of your Charlotte 49ers. 2nd and 3, Ben's got Ebron across the middle to the 5, and he's dragged down at the 3. 1st and goal, Steelers. See that momentum bar trending pretty hard left to start the game. About 2:28 to go. Give it, Rome pushing the pile, and Miles finally kind of pile drives Najee to the ground. 2nd and goal, Derek Watt into the game in front of Najee Harris. Double tight ends to the left side, Ben under center. And he's going to give it. He's going to be right at the line, and somehow he's still short. Elijah Lee in there, 52 on the tackle. And now a 3rd and goal from the 1-inch line.
Yeah, kind of carrying the ball away from the goal line there. If he stretched out, he probably had that.
Indeed. Left side, back of the end zone. Caught, but Harrison's going to knock him out of the back. No touchdown there. Great play from Ronnie Harrison. And the Steelers are going to take a field goal from the 1-inch line.
Yeah, a field goal from there that seems almost like a waste. Again, even if you don't make it there on 4th down and turn the ball over, you're putting the other team in a really tough spot.
Wild. Oh, that looked. I mean, that Nick. That we can we can agree on getting angry with Madden about lots of things, but that looked like we've seen that animation a lot where the defender will push the receiver out of bounds.
Yep,
and that is what they're taught back there.
Right, and then the ball not traveling over the actual break in the plane there on that run before it is why it wasn't a touchdown before. And that one you'll see, in Madden they don't always do it. Sometimes they do, but you see it a lot more often in the NFL where they're actually stretched to get it across the line in a spot like that instead of carrying it behind them where it doesn't actually get an opportunity to break the plane.
Sure. All right, 7-yard out to Hooper on the right side. Clock ticks under a minute to go here for the Browns. Give it up the middle to Chubb. He's going to be ripped down immediately. Devin Bush got him. Sets up a 3rd and 2 for the Browns. 13 personnel checks into the game. 3 tight ends on the right side. Baker back to pass. Fires and it's picked off again. Joe Schobert. What is happening? Ugh.
That was a bit of an inadvisable throw there. Schobert's just in a good spot to take the ball away, and Baker I don't think he saw him kind of sitting there in that zone underneath, and really not the best throw as he was trying to get it to Hooper right behind him, but not a very good read from Baker.
Indeed. All right. I need to take care of something regarding a puppy. Take over for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, Big Ben in the shotgun here is going to hand it off to Najee Harris while the zone comes up to the right. McDowell is going to come down with a tackle there. Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 after the turnover. Which will bring us to the end of the first. Big Ben in another shotgun here. Going to hand off to Najee Harris again to the right side and picks up a few more yards, bringing up a 3rd and 3 here. The Steelers kind of hurry up to the line here to get another play off on 3rd and 3. Hands off to Najee Harris yet again, but he's not going to get there, just short of the yard to gain. Going to bring up a 4th and inches. It'll be interesting to see what they choose to do here. From the 19-yard line on 4th and inches, whether or not they're going to, kick another field goal or attempt to pick this one up. Although if they don't go for it on 4th and the 1-inch line, then goal to go, you'd make you think they're probably going to kick a field goal here too. And in fact, they do line up to kick yet another field goal. This will be a 36-yard attempt. It looks like that's a good. So that'll extend the Steelers' lead now 13-3. Kick out of the back of the end zone there. So the Browns will take over at the 25, 1st and 10. 13:53 in the second quarter here. As you see Nick Chubb coming out for another series, that's certainly, they need to get him going if they want this offense to be successful. But now we're going to have to sit here and wait until Phil gets back because I think it's just going to sit here until he chooses one.
Ball back.
Just in time.
Field goal.
Just
in time.
Yeah, they stopped him short on a 4th and inches. They chose to go for a 36-yard field goal.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's try to get something cooking, please. Please here, Bakes. Or hit as you throw and throw it away. Hey, at least he threw it away, though. And not to the other team.
Nick,
right.
Same as in real life. They're 3-3. We've been matching our sim to reality to try to match the momentum coming into games for teams. So we've been force winning per what actually happens in the NFL. And yeah, to your point, James, I loved that presser from Tomlin. That was really funny.
That was pretty awesome. I must admit. All right, a big 37 here. Baker's going to be in a shotgun. Excuse me. Back to pass, fires right side. He's got Higgins. He's got a first down to the 39-yard line. Joe Hayden was in coverage, so a big first down there for the Browns.
Hey, 504 Brownie, welcome in, both of you. Oh, and John too, welcome in.
Absolutely, welcome in. Up the middle, trying to run and no gain. It looks like because I had Chubb out of the lineup, and so when I put him back in the lineup, it looks like he's not. It looks like Felton is listed as the third down running back, so you're going to see Felton anytime that there's a shotgun situation. Tipped, and Higgins somehow tips it right back to the defender? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What is happening?
I don't know, but that's an awful lot of...
Unbelievable.
A lot of interceptions just for Sutton, let alone for Bakes.
2 for Sutton. Look at this ball. It's tipped up, single coverage Landry. It like bounces off the back of his helmet right into Sutton's hands. Unbelievable. So much maddening happening here early in this one. 3 turnovers in the first 18 minutes of the game for the Browns.
It's been wild. Making up for that one that wasn't a turnover to begin with, probably.
I guess. Gosh. When she chooses her side early. I mean, we can get a replay, Brownie, but it was pretty clearly an interception. I don't think there's anything to overturn. Can we just get a mulligan on the play?
Maybe he means the game.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a bad storm here in Columbus. We're gonna get a rage quit lightning storm here. It's all right. We got time. Keep the faith, brother.
And we're not blaming it on coach mode there, James. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Deep one. Greedy Williams swatted out of the hands of Deontay Johnson. Punt upcoming.
Yeah, I thought that actually was going to be an opportunity to get one back there on the interception margin, as Greedy had really good position on that ball, but would have been effectively the same as a punt, as that one dribbles into the end zone, and Greedy would have had a touchback as well. So effectively the same thing, just not going into the interception column.
Absolutely. Absolutely it was. All right, here we go. Let's try to get something going. Yeah, absolutely not your fault, James. Kit and I had some conversations about it before you brought it up, if we're being completely honest.
Absolutely.
Baker fires it.
Oh, my gosh.
Sutton almost picks it off again.
Wow. It's like Baker's kryptonite out there, I guess.
He's like a Madden... a magnet for the ball, and now here comes Chubb into a line, and it's Sutton again right at the line of scrimmage. And what is happening right now?
Yeah, what is happening indeed? This has been not at all the game the Browns want to start with, and certainly digging themselves a pit here against their AFC North rivals.
Absolutely. There's a nice long out. He's got Landry, and he's got a first down. This one doesn't bounce off Landry's head. Big time throw on a long out route for a first down, Browns.
Apparently, George, it does feel that way.
At least on that one it did. Here comes Chubb up the middle, fighting for yards. Give him 2, maybe 3. 2nd and 8 is the play. Some play action, boot. It's time for some booting. Oops, I picked one that wasn't a boot, though. Oh, well. Fat thumbs. Brownie, this is the combination that we're wearing, brown over orange. I did see that today. Baker left side. He's got Beckham on the sideline. First down catch to the 44. Nice play there.
Yeah, good time for the play action. Obviously works really nicely. There was a big gap there out on the outside that Beckham took advantage of, and Baker's able to hit him pretty nicely.
Oop, I'm not even sure what happened there. Did Pittsburgh challenge it and I missed it? Looks like they did.
Yeah.
And they got charged a timeout.
Interesting, yeah. So they were contesting that he was inbounds, but of course OBJ, the master that he is, had his feet in.
Yes. Toe tapping mastermind himself, able to get those tootsies down. And I said I didn't even see it. It just came back out on the field and said the call is upheld. So. Yep. Clearly the network having some issues as well here to start the game. Potentially. Here comes Chubb. He just says, sit down, Schobert, and falls forward for another couple yards. Nice play there. Sets up a 3rd and 4
Nick,
for the Browns.
I don't know that I buy. If the Browns lose, I don't think it's going to be on Baker. I think Baker's going to have a good game. Yes, he is still injured and will be for the rest of the season, but I think he's made an adjustment to that. He is wearing a different harness now than he was before. And yeah, it's some pain management, but I don't think it's going to be the reason why if the Browns struggle, I don't think it'll be because of Baker.
Corner of the end zone, and Higgins has got it, but he can't get the feet in bounds. Looked like he caught it. Couldn't tell.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, there have been OBJ rumors ever since OBJ came from New York. I think honestly, I think some of that just starts in the New York media just because it's OBJ and the New York media. But I don't know.
Sure,
it's endless.
Sure it is.
It never ends.
It really does. 3rd and 9. Steelers just rushing 3. Baker with lots and lots and lots and lots of time. Lobs it left side, and he's got Beckham coming back to the ball, helping his quarterback out. 1st and goal, Browns at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you nailed it, Phil. Absolutely helping his quarterback out. That's exactly what you want to do in a scramble drill when your quarterback can't find anybody. Is come back to him and giving him out a target that flashes open like that, coming back to the ball. That really is a big advantage that OBJ is so smart on those kinds of routes. Or those kinds of scramble drills, I mean.
Turn around, give it to Chubb. He's got a big hole. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb scampers in. And a little bit of normalcy is restored back in the Cleveland land.
Yeah, nice little double team on the right side of that block and really sets up a huge hole that Nick Chubb had no trouble getting through. The Browns score and setting more of the standard that they want out here on the field, kind of overcoming some of those turnovers, and the fact that it's a 3-point game in spite of some ugly interceptions, especially in bad positions on the field. Credit the defense for keeping the offense in it and giving them the opportunity to put the momentum back. Potentially swinging it back a little bit towards the Browns again.
It started to come back. Yep, started to come back a little bit. Steelers still have the momentum up 13-10 here. 6:04 to go, first half. Big Ben in a shotgun. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you on Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being with us here tonight. Sorry about that little stoppage in play. So life is unpredictable with a puppy. 2nd and 6 now after the 4-yard completion. Ben again, dump it off over the middle. Hit right as he caught it. Were they going to give him the line? They are. First down. Deontay Johnson just barely getting that football across the 25 to the 26. And a first down for the Steelers here. Play action boot. Nope, he's going to stay in the pocket now. He's going to climb the pocket. Fire it as far as he can. Down the middle, he's got an open receiver. But Claypool dropped it. Oh my!
That was interesting. That was a big drop. He put it right on the money. Very deep throw for Big Ben.
Yes,
as he actually does
that one as hard as he could.
Did the very best climbing of the pocket I think I've ever seen from Madden. That was actually
I was noticing that
nice.
Too.
It was actually nice. I wish they would do that more.
Very un-Madden-like. 3rd and 3. Stretch it left side. Harris, big hole, takes on Delpit at the 47. First down, Steelers after a nice run from Najee Harris. 13 runs, 17 passes for the Steelers here in this first half, 3:50 to play. Then again, right side, angle route, going to be taken down immediately by Greg Newsome, but Deontay Johnson makes the catch now, 2nd and 2.
Oh, Brownie, maybe that's why he climbed the pocket so that he could get the ball far
That's
enough.
Right. Or get a little hop step momentum kind of a thing as Harris pushes the pile again for another first down. Now clock's under 3. They're at the 41 of Cleveland, heading towards the dog pound here with a 3-point lead. Harris again kind of pushes Harrison out of the way, and then Greedy Williams sits on his back, but another nice run, 4 yards for Najee.
Yeah, very unusual for Harrison to take the punishment or the brunt of a blow like that. He doesn't usually bounce off of tackles quite like that, and so credit Najee Harris with a stiff hit.
The center got up with the ball in his hand, so I don't think that's I don't think that's how you want to draw it up anymore now.
No,
2nd and 11.
Not how it's supposed to happen.
He's going to dump it off to Najee Harris. Again, that's no surprise. The check down, the short passing game. He is by far getting the ball out of his hands faster than any quarterback in the league this season. About, 65% of the time it comes out in less than 2 seconds or something crazy like that.
Which is incredible, but that means it's all dump-offs and very, very quick, very, very quick throws. And that's, based on, scheming it up for him because he's just not mobile like he used to be. And
sure.
He really doesn't want to get hit.
Sure, across the middle now, Najee again at the 40 on a check down. He'll pick up about 6. It's going to set up a 4th and 8. Maybe the Browns call a timeout here or not. All right, here is a long field, about a 46-yarder. Here's Boswell kicking towards, a 56-yarder rather, kicking towards the dog pen, and he doinks it off the right upright. Chris Boswell, the legendary longtime kicker, and he's going to doink this one. Oh, actually, it was off the netting. I'm sorry, off the netting, but just right of the upright. No good. Browns get great field position in the middle of the field.
And it's just so hard to kick into that dog pound. Any kind of wind, and it makes it very easy for that ball to drift on you, and so hard to read the winds properly. They swirl there on that end. So long yardage kicks like that in this stadium, hard to do.
Absolutely it is. Baker rolls out, sees something that he likes, chucks it deep downfield, and overthrows everybody. Had a shot play there that they liked, at least in theory, and he went for OBJ and threw it over everybody's head.
Yeah, but stops the clock, and this is still a good field position. You got 3 timeouts still, 1:04. Definitely an opportunity here for the Browns.
Oh, Baker hit as he throws, and it's picked off again. Joe Hayden. Oh, what is happening?
Yuck.
Unreal.
Yuck.
Another throw out of the sack. This one is TJ Watt. Hits Baker right as he throws, and that thing just, he had an open receiver too, but Beckham can't react to the underthrow nearly as quickly as, and 4 first-half turnovers for the Browns. Oh, gross. 1st and 10, Ben, they get the ball right about where that missed field goal took place. So getting the ball right back. Opportunity to try to put some more points on the board. Lazy slant right side. He's got Deontay Johnson. And then they'll call their second timeout. Well, of course you do, Nick. I would absolutely want my defense to put 4 turnovers the first half. I don't think it's realistic, but it would be awesome. Oh, Miles just destroys the left tackle, but again, talking about Ben getting that ball out quick, he does it again. Another short pass to Deontay Johnson, or Eric Ebron that time. Ben floats it left corner, and he's going to be way out of bounds. Is Claypool 3rd and 3 now. 21 seconds at the 28-yard line. Ben in a shotgun again, trips to the left side. Pressure coming from Clowney. He's going to check it down right side, steps out of bounds to the 26. It's going to be a 4th and 1. And one would assume Boswell's going to get another attempt, this time from 43 rather than 56. Chris Boswell, 17 seconds left. His kick is up. His kick is good. 16-10. So I guess the only silver lining here for the Browns is 4 turnovers, -3 in the turnover department, and they're only down 6 points here.
Yeah, that's why, it really highlights the difference between field goals and touchdowns. If those were touchdowns, we'd be a very, very different game. Only down 6 is a huge, a huge statement by this defense in spite of the offensive woes in this one. This offense has got to regroup here in the second half.
Absolutely. Not even going to call timeout. John Kelly in there getting a call for some reason. All right, 16-10 at halftime. And, adjustments need to be made for the Browns. Forgot we get to set our focus here. If you don't mind, I'm going to cover up a mistake that I should have looked at before and not put Demetric Felton as the 3rd down running back, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I'll keep Chubb in there. And then same thing, he's not even the There we go. This just gives us a better chance of seeing D'Ernest Johnson in the game, which we're I think we're actually going to see.
Yeah, I think you'll see quite a bit. I think you'll see quite a bit of D'Ernest. So.
All right. 16-10. Still not sure why it makes me take the second half kick when they don't do it any other times. But hey, congratulations, you get to play offense again, it says. So all right, Browns back out onto the field here. 1st and 10, 16-10 is the score here in the game. Nick Chubb handoff up the middle. He's going to meet Hayward, and he's going to go down immediately. They're going to give him a gain of 1, perhaps, on that particular play.
Yeah, and Chubb really kind of under his average here, only hitting about 3 yards a carry, and really not doing what you expect out of him.
Absolutely. Baker just going to choose to throw this one away wisely on a 3rd and 9 upcoming here. The Steelers with this momentum bar have the Browns receivers get incorrect hot routes. That's actually a fairly significant advantage.
Yep, that is.
For me, who hot routes occasionally to try to get ourselves into the best position possible. So, all right, well, the Browns are going to go 3 and out. Gillen going to drill this one down into the corner to start the half. So Big Ben and the offense back out on the field. They've got a 6-point lead. And they're going to get the ball at the 19-yard line. That's where Ray McLeod gets tackled.
And nice coverage there from A.J. Green and company as the kick coverage continues to. Excellent job for the special teams.
Yes. Here's Ben across the middle. He's got a little drag route to Ebron, bouncing off a tackler, but actually loses a lot of his forward progress. And they're going to mark him down at the 21, give him credit for a long 1-yard gain there.
Yeah, if he had stayed in that tackle, he actually gets forward momentum and a whole bunch of extra yards, but he actually made a football move out of that forward momentum coming backwards, and that's why he loses all that yardage instead.
Here comes pressure up the gut. Malik Mcdowell, sit down, Ben, and rise like the dead.
Yeah, and Malik Mcdowell, who in his interview today on CBD talked about how he is or was a massive fan of the Steelers growing up. So sacking Big Ben here is, because obviously Big Ben's been around for a long time. So this was a guy that he grew up watching and idolizing a bit. So very, very neat thing there for Malik McDowell to come away with a big sack on Big Ben.
Absolutely. All right, here's 3rd and very long. Here comes a blitz from Troy Hill. Ben's going to throw it into traffic, and it's tipped, and it's dropped.
Yeah, that should have been a pick, too.
Like John Johnson had his hands on it for an interception. Probably going to get the ball around the same spot as the rookie Presley Irvin comes in to punt it away.
Yeah, but knowing the way that those calls have been going in our Steel Browns, that have been pass interference and a 1st down for the Steelers.
Oh, gosh, yeah, it would have. Yes, it would have. All right, 1st and 10 here. Come on. Come on, Browns. Let's do something here. How about Nick Chubb left side? He's got the 40, he's got the 35, and a stiff arm. Sit down, sir. I think that was maybe Justin Lane, the quarterback. What a play there.
Yeah,
one huge run.
Yeah, huge run indeed. One big run to really boost that average, and he's needed that. The Browns really need him to get going, and that starts with the O-line. They've struggled in this game. They need to get going.
Absolutely, they have Baker drag across the middle. He's got Higgins. Can he get to the corner? He dives for the end zone, and they're going to say he's out at the 1.
Wow, I thought he had that, but still credit him with a really good effort there along the sideline. Nice ball from Baker here out on the the crosser, and really nice turn up the field from Higgins as he tiptoes up the sideline and gets a shot at the end zone. Doesn't quite get there, but really nice effort.
Absolutely, that was nice, indeed. All right, 1st and goal here. Oof, that line of scrimmage just got reset about 3 yards back, and Baker, unfortunately, collateral damage in it. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a huge win for the D-line as the O-line got pushed way backwards, and not what you want to see on a 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, we'll see if we can spread them out a little bit before trying to gash them up the middle. Chubb right side. They're going to say a touchdown.
Yeah, Chubb went the hard way to get that touchdown. The defenders were over there. He had a huge gap off to the left. See it opening up that wall. You could see the huge hole. He would have walked right in. Instead, he goes the hard way.
He went to the much smaller gap on the other side.
And barely gets that in. That was very close.
They're going to overturn that one.
Yeah, no, he had an easy touchdown to the left. You saw that wall just completely blocked beautifully, all that, as designed, and he just didn't go to it for some reason. No idea why not.
I'm not sure either. Give it to the fullback, Johnny Stanton, and he's in! Touchdown!
Yeah, that's one through the air and one on the ground for Johnny Stanton in 2 weeks running. That's pretty awesome. You gotta love what he's doing for this Browns offense. Dynamic, used to be quarterback for UNLV, right. I think, but quite a player he's been. He's been a tight end. He's been a fullback. He's been a quarterback. So he's a bit of a little bit of a Swiss Army knife there. And don't be surprised while he's on that active roster and for Janovich that if he might not come out with a little Janovich fullback trick play, or not Janovich, Stanton fullback trick play action going on. You never can discount that kind of stuff from Stefanski.
Very possible. All right, well, 10:55. Browns take advantage of the really good field position that they got after the Hervin punt, set them up at about midfield, and drive it down the field. Again, a really nice run by Nick Chubb, a nice crosser to Rashard Higgins, and that sets them up first and goal. 3 plays later, they punch it in with Johnny Stanton after Chubb was ruled down. It looked like it was the right call. He definitely was down.
Yeah, he was just short of
they're doing the reviews like so fast.
Yeah,
it's getting overturned.
Yep.
Whoa, okay.
I'm guessing that's coach mode.
It may have something to do with the fact that because we're playing offense only or whatever, it's trying to get us out of it or whatever. Nice run there by Harris. He's going to pick up the first down. To the right side, Mac Wilson making the tackle. Clock under 9.5 here. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy on Sports joining you, our official Week 8 sim of this Browns-Steelers matchup. Here he is again, just shoving a defender to the ground. Najee Harris, tough running now, 18 carries and 75 yards in the game.
Yeah, Browns had him for a TFL there. Got to wrap that up and finish that tackle.
Here comes Miles, watch out, chasing Ben. He throws it away to the right side. And somehow he gets the catch to Claypool?
Wow.
What a catch, and he gets his both toes in bounds. Let's see if they show this one again. That looked like a total bailout. Just chuck it to the sideline and get it out of bounds. But Claypool goes up and makes a great tackle. We're watching Stefanski instead of the highlight for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. That highlight was way more impressive than that horrible model for Stefanski. So
there's Ben. He gets hit by Miles. Goes up tall. 1 toe, 2 toe. What great camera work.
Yeah,
that is a catch.
Why does Big Ben and the Steelers get freebies like that? A throw-up ball that their receiver gets to go up and get instead of 4 interceptions from Baker. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know either because it looked like Miles hit him right as he threw it. It's more broken tackles and tough running from Najee Harris. Oof. Young Bull get 10 more and a first down. The rookie out of Alabama.
So, James, as to the Detroit Lions and those trick plays, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. In terms of, for the record they have to be the most entertaining football team to watch with such a bad record. Because and I think the reason why is because, they're playing with a ton of heart. Yes, talent-wise, they're not the best team, and they've got some trouble, especially with injuries to the endless cornerbacks that are injured on that roster. But they certainly put out for Campbell. They try real hard, and they're enjoyable to watch. They've been in a lot of games, tough losses for that team. I think they're probably the worst team in the NFL right now, and you got to have to think they're going to win some here in the season just with the way they play.
At some point, here comes Miles chasing him down, and this time he's going to get him back to the 18-yard line. First time we've called 95's name really in earnest, and he's going to sack him back to the 18, sets up 3rd and 17. Miles going to need a big day.
There are a lot of just utterly unwatchable NFL teams, especially this year, it feels like, that are just terrible and really, really, really hard to watch. But the Lions just aren't one of them. Even though they haven't won any games, they're actually really entertaining. I've really enjoyed watching Detroit, especially because regardless of what's going on, they always play with heart. They play hard. They want to win, and credit them for that. That's hard to do when you're not winning.
Yeah. All right. Well, field goal number 4 for Chris Boswell. And, you'll be interested to see if things do not go the ledger in favor of the Steelers, that any of these 4, especially the one they kicked from like the 1-inch line, any of these other ones that could have been potentially, touchdowns instead of field goals could completely change this game.
Yeah, James, I think I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. I think the Detroit has a good chance to beat the Eagles in this game. It's going to be a tough, a well-contested game, I think. They're going to have to earn it, but, if any bad team has gone out there and deserved wins, it's been Detroit. So we'll see what they do, but I think they've got an opportunity to win a game in this one.
Absolutely. Tough running here so far. Except for that one that he really exploded. Chubb having a hard time getting past the line. Steelers just going to rush 3 here on 3rd down. Baker holding. Right side. He's got a wide open Chubb. He's got the first down to the 45. That play took forever.
Yeah, and finally some
down, and he just took off on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally some momentum here for the Browns in First Energy. They're finally on the right side of the momentum meter as Nick Chubb. If you can't get it to him, you can't get him the running yardage, then throw him the ball. Why not?
Absolutely. Man, the Steelers just absolutely asserting their will at the line of scrimmage right now, which doesn't feel like what I would expect.
This might be a second 11 slip screen might be a good spot here.
All right.
A little slip screen you saw up there, maybe?
Yep, all right. We'll get it. We'll hit it for you, buddy. We'll hit it for Dino.
Yeah, this is for you, Dino. As Baker throws a terrible ball.
Unless Baker just turfs it, in which case it's not for you, Dino. We won't put that one on you. Now,
No.
3rd and 11. Browns going 3 tight ends on this formation. Let's see what they've got dialed up. Baker back to pass. Going to chuck this one deep to the end zone. He's got one-on-one coverage. Beckham, and he drops it. And/or defensed nicely by the All-American back there, Mr. Sutton, who's having a whale of a game.
Yeah, he sure has. 3 interceptions. I think he's got a TFL and several tackles. He's been all over the field.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Oh, gosh, that was a terrible kick.
Yeah,
I thought they said there was 8-mile-an-hour wind in my face.
Yeah, but there was a pretty short field for the full power.
I tried to no, whatever. I tried to half power, and it went too fast. Hey, Dino was on to chime in on the terrible screen, and it was terrible.
Hey, welcome in, Dino.
Here's a quick little flare out to Ebron again. He's got the first down to the 32.
I think it was actually
Ebron in this game.
I think it was actually the right time to call it. They came with some pressure, so it's not a bad spot to call it, but Baker's got to make that throw.
Oh, Clowney says, sit down. I'll escort you gently to the turf, young Roethlisberger.
Yeah, about 3.
Clowney with a big sack there.
About 3 Browns D linemen, one on their one-on-ones there as Ben was in a lot of trouble.
Could have been any number of defenders there making the tackle. Now a 2nd and 24 for the Browns. Ben back to pass, another short throw. He's got Ebron again. He's going to have a 4-yard gain there. 3rd and 20 now upcoming. 10 catches for Eric Ebron. We're still in the 3rd quarter. 10 catches for 80 yards. Ben back to pass. He's about ready to get hit. Chucks it deep right side, and are you kidding me? In double coverage, Deontay Johnson. What in the wide world of ones and zeros is happening in this game?
Yeah, they're giving the Steelers so much credit that they're just not giving to the
Browns.
Browns.
That Ben throws up, the double coverage is going to get caught.
Yeah, and all the ones that he's getting pressured on, he's just throwing great balls, and Baker's getting absolutely nothing but interceptions.
63 yards in the air. I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Ben.
Nope, that ain't happening.
A couple years ago, absolutely. Here comes a blitz from Troy Hill, and he's going to hit Ben again and sacks him again. Back to the 33, 8-yard loss, 4th sack of the day for the Browns, as Troy Hill came off the nickel and got there in a hurry. Welcome in, Karen. It's all right. Go Browns. Big Ben in a shotgun once again. Back to pass, another short pass. He's got Harris out of the backfield. He takes a big shot from Greedy Williams. It gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 there. I'm not sure why we need to look at a replay of a 6-yard dump off to Nagy. I guess it was a nice catch. 3rd and 10 now. Spread them out. 4 wide. Harris on the right hip. Big Ben in a shotgun once again. Looks like they're setting up a screen, and it hits off the back of the lineman who was trying to get over there and pull. And their screen game is as ugly as our screen game. And now field goal number 5 for Boswell.
Well, I'm gonna
40-yard attempt.
I was gonna put that misfired screen squarely on the shoulders of Digital Baker, who just put a terrible throw out of the pressure, which he's been doing all game long. But actually, if you saw that screen develop when we called it on 2nd and 11, they actually had the blockers out front, and Chubb had a ton of room to work with. It actually was not well defended, except for Baker just throwing a really, really bad throw at Chubb's feet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we've seen that more than a couple of times.
But the Browns defense, on the other hand, are actually really covered the screen well, which, because they didn't catch him in a blitz.
Absolutely. Here's Baker. He's going to go to the 3rd level of the levels concept, and it's Beckham, and he's got it at the 46. I don't know how he caught that. Can we get a replay of that one, Matt?
Yeah, that was impressive. It's a first down. It should be.
I thought he was going to go on the underneath route. He had Njoku open. He had Hooper open, and he's going to go. Of course, we're going to get the far camera angle. Okay, they're going to cut to it a little bit shorter here. Nice throw. Sutton right there again, and he makes the play.
Nice throw, but not the best read. I mean, Baker takes Beckham there, but Beckham actually wasn't that open. It was, a good throw that he kind of forced into a slim pocket there, whereas if he takes Hooper, he's got a bunch of yards to run and nobody really on him.
Absolutely. Baker this time just going to throw this one away out of the sack. Save the misery of another interception. Welcome in, Keith. Glad you're able to join us, brother. Chubb's going to go up the middle, and he's just going to run right into Hayward again, and another 3rd and long as the Browns cannot get out and run the football very effectively right now.
Yeah, and Chubb seemingly running without his usual vision for holes as he just kind of runs into the defender there, where there was a hole opening to his left and a hole opening to his right. Could have picked up either one of them and gotten a bunch more yardage than that.
Absolutely. Baker's going to throw out of another sack. This one, fortunately, is going to get out of bounds. So his 5th interception. Notwithstanding, I just don't feel good about a 4th and 12 going for it.
No, I don't think you can go for that there. You got to trust this defense. Defense has been playing great all game.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. What in the world is that? I think the the wind meter is backwards, because that time I did the sky kick because I had an 8-mile wind in my back and it went like 12 yards.
Yeah, that was super weird.
That was terrible. I did, Nick. It was just a terrible punt. If it was like 4th and 7, I would have gone for it. 4th and 12 is just too much. Najee up the middle. He's going to be ripped down by a bevy of brown jerseys. Anthony Walker, like he was maybe first to get there, as the clock's going to get down to about 13 minutes to go. Ben in a shotgun once again. Turn around, give it to Najee Harris. Will be ripped down by Malik McDowell. No gain again. 3rd and 10. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to do like wind's on my back, sky punt. Here comes Miles, and the ball gets ripped out, and Malik's got it. Malik Jackson falls on the football. Browns have it at the 27. Yeah. Miles with a strip sack. Absolutely had to have it.
Had to have it indeed. Credit this defense of playing so hard as Ben just kind of loses the ball out of his hands with Garrett pulling him down to the turf. Really, really impressive from this defense yet again, coming up with the critical play for the turnover.
Yeah, that was awesome. Whoops, not that.
Really covering for both offensive and special teams woes right there. And now the offense has got to respond and has got to punch it in here.
Absolutely, they do. Come on, get under center, Bakes. Let's go. Just sorting plays by a different metric and maybe get some different results, or we'll just take a sack up the middle, and there's TJ. Gets a sack on the play. Because, yeah, you can see some of these plays, like it's been called one time ever.
Yeah.
So just trying a couple different formations that we don't normally see in our quote-unquote game plan. Baker back to pass. And it's going to be picked off again by Sutton, but he's out of bounds. My, oh my. This is getting crazy with how many times he's throwing the ball to Sutton. Demarion, how's it going on, man?
Yeah, long time.
For sure.
Absolutely. Welcome back.
Welcome back indeed. I don't like where this is going. Baker's just standing there. Hey, threw the ball away. All right, well, at least we're close enough for a field goal. Don't like just getting the 3 points off of the strip sack, but we'll take it. What do you mean, oh, come on? What are you upset about now, Nick?
I think maybe that was an interception is my guess.
Oh, okay. I did take my 3. I took my 3, 22-20. Number 20 is that magical point number for the Steelers. When they score more than 20, they win a whole bunch.
Yes, they do.
When you score more than 20, they don't win a whole bunch. So we'll see what happens here now, both teams at 20. 11:40 to go. Can Miles capture a little bit more of it? Still some momentum. Surprised that it's still that high to the Steelers' side. Maybe it's because we didn't score on that turnover, perhaps. Here's a nice long out, and it's Eric Ebron again. Good Lord, 11 catches for Ebron, and he's still not even over 100 yards just because of the length of all of these throws from Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to need a heck of an ice bath because he's chucking the ball all over the yard today. Of course, 4 extra possessions will do that to you.
Yep.
They have run a lot of plays. Najee up the middle, met by Harrison, met by the defenders, and he goes to the ground. Just a 2-yard run there. He's looking Mike Tomlin. Oh, Eric Ebron's out Sunday?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. If that's true, Demarion, I apologize. And a floater to the right side, and Claypool's beating Newsome again. First down, Steelers now 6 catches for 96 yards for Claypool.
Nick, I'm pretty sure you don't have that. That's Nick Chubb should be playing the game. I believe he is to start.
Yeah, Nick Chubb's going to play, buddy. Unless something happens, pre-game warm-up or something.
You're talking to a bunch of Browns fans who pay pretty close attention to the Browns roster. So if we're telling you Nick Chubb's going to start, we
listen
know.
To every. Yeah, I would say we listen to every press conference every day and a 2-hour broadcast from the team facility every day. So if it's happening, we pretty much know about it.
Yep.
Here's a huge hit from Harrison. He's going to keep him short of the line to gain, and that's going to set up another field goal here towards the dog pound. 51-yard variety this time. Boswell missed this direction already once today, and this one's going to be good for Chris Boswell.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the first issue there, Nick. Yeah, the ESPN has a lot of misinformation on some of their shows, especially when it comes to the Browns, and I'm sure other teams as well. But there's
what was that?
There's a lot of misinformation. That guy was like,
"Oh, once Taylor Lewan went down, Russell Wilson was really in trouble." It's like, what? Guys aren't even on the same team.
Yeah, yeah. some impressively bad.
Why is it only giving me
on ESPN?
It's only giving me pass plays. I don't like that. Well, I do apologize about Eric Ebron. I made sure Juju was out, but I didn't know about Ebron.
Nope, I didn't know about Ebron either.
Baker back to
Ugh.
Why does he just suck so bad at screens right now? I
don't
do not
know.
understand it.
Or in general. I mean, he has been awful in this game.
Yeah, he really has.
I mean, that is a woeful stat line that you would not expect from any NFL quarterback, let alone, Baker Mayfield.
He's got Beckham by 5 yards, and he throws it out of bounds.
Yikes.
Not at our own 29. Yeah, and if you notice, I mean, the Browns are 4-3. We force-winded them to be 4-3, and his stats were terrible.
Yep.
He was like 7 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I should put Case in now. Come on, Demarion. Let's not go there. All right, 1st and 10. Come on, let's go. Oh, ball's out again! Sorry, wrong screen. Ball's out again! Mac Wilson picks it up, left side, 25, 10-5, touchdown Browns! Mac Wilson! Scoop and score, let's go! Oh my!
Wow.
I don't even know who pulled it out, but it just right in the middle of the pile, and the ball squirts out.
Well,
and Mac Wilson's running the other way.
I'll tell you, that's been a big part of their self-scout, as they've talked about how they really need to take the ball away more. Forcing turnovers has been an issue for them, and they want to have those takeaways because they're such big momentum and game changers. And if they can do something like that against these Steelers, that's a definitely recipe for success.
Going to auto pick a 2-point play that I don't have any control over, but Nick Chubb gets into the end zone. 28-25, a scoop and score. Looked like it was Anthony Walker that ripped it out on that replay, and it just happened to pop right to Wilson. So, gosh, 6 turnovers in this game now.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Not sure if we'll see that in the real thing, but
no, I'd put it way under the 6 turnover margin. I think 3 maybe is a more likely over/under number. Maybe 2.5.
Indeed. What is that? I mean, can we talk about that all the time? Browns have 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. Steelers still with just, 1 touchdown and 6 field goals? Was that right? Is that the math correct?
Yeah. I think that is.
18 of their 25 and then a touchdown, right? So, yeah.
Yep.
So the Browns converting, getting touchdowns instead of field goals, and some of those early field goals, again, may end up, they're obviously still a 3-point game, plenty of time, but may end up coming back to hurt them as he's able to throw out of a sack and complete it to Deontay Johnson. 3rd and 2 upcoming here, 13 personnel.
Yeah, Demarion, we can account that Nick is in fact a Steelers fan. Says
he's a Steelers fan, Nick.
So.
Yeah, no, we've enjoyed having him on.
So that's actually why he's not actually being negative. He's a fan of the Steelers.
Yep. It's all good. Here we go, a 3rd and 7 now after somebody wiggled for a 5-yard freebie. Ben back to pass once again. Heaves it deep to the left side again. He's got one-on-one coverage, but it goes over everybody's head and out of bounds. And a 4th and 7, and the Browns are going to get the football back here, about 7 minutes to go.
And as always here on Nagy Sports, we welcome fans of every fan base with open arms, even our divisional rivals in the Ravens, Steelers, or Bengals. No, we welcome everyone here, and we enjoy just having fans of the NFL. Even though we are predominantly a Browns fan base here at Nagy Sports, we do enjoy having fans for other teams here as well.
Absolutely, we do. Here's a little slant across the middle, and it's jumped again!
Oh, no!
Devin Bush, what is happening? Why does Baker Mayfield suck so bad in this game today? Oh, my gosh.
This is the worst we have ever seen him, and that is saying a lot considering we have seen some awful Baker in our sim.
Ball comes out again! But it's going to be picked up by the tackle, Okafor. Oh, my gosh, just a sack for Clowney. What a wild display of things that's happening. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely insane. And if we see a game like this, I don't know that my heart can take it.
I know. Oh, just absolutely obliterated on contact. Ball pops out, 3rd and 16 upcoming here for Ben. Browns been able to punish them with their defensive line as they need to dump it off to Najee. That ain't going anywhere. But it does give your opportunity for your 7th field goal of the day.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. This Browns defense has been just so good in the sim in spite of the offense being horrible.
Drills it. So just like we all thought, 28-28, except the Steelers have 1 touchdown and 7 field goals to get their 28. I have never seen anything like this.
No, just in sheer number of field goals and sheer number of turnovers. This game has been insane.
Yes, it has been wild. Oh man.
Yes, DeMarion hugely pleased with Clowney. Oh, wow, his Chubb just gets bulldozed.
God.
Wow. But no, Clowney has been so special for this defense. Not necessarily showing up in the stat line, though. He's gotten more sacks than he's had in recent memory by a decent margin already. But he has been such a weapon for this defense and causing havoc in the back. In fact, the Browns have 3 of the top rush-winning defensive linemen in the NFL between Clowney, Garrett, and McKinley. So they are doing very, very well on pass rush win rate and pressures. They're just dominating from that regard, and Clowney is a huge part of that.
Absolutely. This time it's Chubb on a 4th and 2, and he's going to get the first down.
And what a big first down pickup that was. That was huge as Chubb just wills his way over the line.
Yeah, it was a little bit dicey there, but I felt like Stefanski would do that one.
Oh, yes, I do.
Man, he just cannot get going at all. 24 for 57.
Yeah, ever since that one that he broke, he's gotten almost nothing.
Know. Just owning the line of scrimmage right now.
Keith. Or somebody much like him as Chubb finally breaks a run again.
Finally breaks free, and he's got a first down to the 50-yard line. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there. Whew.
But yeah, Keith says that Cowherd must have personally digitized this digital baker, and I wouldn't put it past him based on the performance.
Absolutely. Here's another nice hole from the offensive line, and Chubb's going to get another 10. And just like that, another 30 yards to his total with 3 carries. Absolutely need to have it. And that puts him in the zone as well.
Yeah, and that's huge. And those 2 big runs in a row, really what Nick Chubb and this offense need.
Absolutely it is. Here comes Chubb again up the middle, knifing right side past the 40 to the 38-yard line. Surprised we still haven't seen a stamina sub yet here from D'Ernest.
Yeah, and I actually expect it'll be a little bit more like the recipe they use with Chubb and Hunt. Well, they'll probably go with possession drives with D'Ernest.
Sure. It's just a lot harder to do that.
Oh yeah, you can't do that in Madden. Sadly, they don't give you the option of like, hey, we just want this running back for this drive, and then the next one come in the next drive. We don't have that flexibility, which would be really nice if we could. Because that would be much more realistic to what we'd expect out of the real Browns.
Absolutely. Hey, they finally complete a screen pass for -8 yards.
And I think that may take Chubb out of the zone, too. I think his tackle for loss is what's going to take him out. So, unfortunately, it did not work in our favor.
No, it did not.
Dino, the screens aren't working for you today. Sorry.
No, they're not. And then he's just going to heave a bomb to the back. He's getting all this one-on-one coverage. Oh, gosh. What do you think here, Kit? 4th and 16 from the 44?
I mean, I guess you gotta. Oh man.
Or you just punt and play defense. Minute 20.
Yeah, I think you gotta punt it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm gonna try to punt it out of bounds. Of course, I can't see anything because of flipping all Madden. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
I think you did.
All right. Not the worst it could be.
Yeah, 15. That's
DeMarion. I can't go. It was 4th and 16. DeMarion. There are not a lot of plays in Madden that I feel good about 16 yards.
And the other thing is, you can't in that position, a minute 15 left with Big Ben on such good field position, and all they need is a field goal to win. You can't do that.
Yeah. No,
you have to punt it there because going for it and you don't make it, man, you're in dire straits. Yep. You're just giving the game away at that point.
Floats it over the middle, knocked out. Good play there by John Johnson. They're showing Boswell's target line of the 41. Again, he missed from earlier, but he has kicked 7 field goals today. 55 seconds, trips to the left side, 28-28. A chance to win the game for Big Ben. He's back to pass. He dumps it off across the middle again. He's got Nagy for a few yards. They're going no huddle, saving the timeouts here so far. 35 seconds to go when this snap gets taken. Here comes Ben. Watch out. And Miles is going to chuck him to the ground at the 27.
And Miles, Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch in this game. So big as he truly is in real life. I mean, he comes up in the biggest moments of big games like this. Oh!
Delete touchdown! Wow! We've never seen a punt block ever!
No, what is happening?
Go!
What is happening? This is insane.
What is happening right now?
This has been the most
my gosh.
wild and crazy turn of events in any Madden game we have ever seen that I don't think we'll ever see an actual NFL game like this, ever, of any teams.
Oh my gosh, a block punt. And Elijah Lee scoop and score. Now 9 turnovers between the two teams. And 26 seconds of the Browns once again getting a touchdown instead of a field goal.
As much as we go for reality, this is about as far from real as I think is actually possible, Madden. This game has been just insane.
Oh, it's had everything.
It has had everything.
Nick, I understand you're upset, but yeah, you got to laugh with this one. It's been so ridiculous on both sides. You're telling me Baker's going to throw 4 picks to Sutton tomorrow?
Yeah, no.
This one's just been wild all around. But there's still time. That's the crazy part. You got 3 timeouts, 23 seconds. It's not over. Welcome, Dirt Track. Miles again with the ball rush, and they're going to get him down again at the 14, and he calls timeout. He's still got 2 more.
Wow, Miles just bull rushed that tackle into tomorrow, and Big Ben's going to feel that one tomorrow indeed.
Yes, he did. Big Ben just going to chuck this one into a pile of humanity, and it's going to be dropped. Nobody was able to get hands on it. You still got plenty of time. I don't know why you need to go Hail Mary on a 2nd and 18 with 20 seconds left.
That's the wrong call. You don't go Hail Mary there. You try to get to the sideline and use a timeout, do something.
Throw a deep out. Miles going to hit him again as he throws now 36 of 50 for Ben. 50 pass attempts in this game. Oh, man. Last play of the game here. They got to score. Miles going to beat his man again. And it's thrown into a massive group on the field, and it's going to be dropped. Game over.
Wow.
What? That was wild. What a wild game here today. Glad we were able to bring it to you live. Nick, thanks for being on. That was a lot of fun to have an opposing fan in the chat going back and forth. What a wild game here. Browns escape to go 5-3 in a wild game with 9 turnovers combined. Unreal.
And a 45.7 completion rating for Baker Mayfield with 4 or 5 interceptions. I mean, absolutely insane. He's probably got a 0 for his quarterback rating because it was awful. And then for what looks like a very basic scoreline, that was about as far from the truth as possible.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, it's just a bunch of touchdowns. Like, no, actually, that's a touchdown and 7 field goals for Chris Boswell. Let's look at the stats together. Baker, QB rating of 21.
May as well be 0.
15 for 34, 179, and 5 interceptions.
Yikes.
Just super gross. Big Ben, 36 of 51 for 379 and a touchdown. He didn't turn the ball over once through the air. He put it on the turf a couple of times, but oh my gosh. Najee Harris, 24 carries, 91 yards. He did fumble once, 5 broken tackles today for the Steelers running back. For the Browns, Nick Chubb, 28 for 87 with a touchdown. He also broke 7 tackles. Johnny Stanton, his 1-yard touchdown run. And we saw Felton a couple times. I would guess that we will see some Dearness on Sunday in real life.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I should have formation subbed him like we do with Kareem Hunt. That was my bad. All right, Jarvis Landry, 5 catches, 47 yards. Beckham, 3 for 56. Higgins had that nice long one to set up the touchdown earlier. Chubb with a couple of catches as well. But for the most part, the passing game was putrid today.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike the Steelers, 11 for 98 for Eric Ebron, 10 for 43 for Najee, 7 for $112 to go along with 3 drops for Claypool. Deontay Johnson also over 100 yards, 6 for 102 in this game. Defensively speaking, felt like Cam Hayward was everywhere he was. 13 tackles, including 6 TFLs. Sacks today, just 2. 1 for Watt and 1 for Ingram. That Ingram sack happened in the very first drive of the game. Here, let's look at some picks. 2 for Sutton, 1 for Joe Schobert, and 1 for Joe Hayden. So some former Brown crime there, along with Cam Sutton,
I thought Sutton
the second-year player. I thought he had 3 as well. I think maybe that last one was the one he was out of bounds. Greg Newsome with 11 tackles, along with Anthony Walker Jr., 10 for Ronnie Harrison. How about 4 TFLs for Miles, 4 TFLs for Clowney? Sacks today, 3.5 for Miles, 2.5 for Clowney. Malik with 1, and Troy Hill with 1. And again, no interceptions. The turnovers came with 2 forced fumbles from Anthony Walker. So he was the one who stripped it away from Najee there on the scoop and score. And then forced fumble from Clowney and from Garrett, and then they recorded all 4 of them. So they called that Elijah Lee one a fumble. So maybe it was Anthony Walker who blocked the kick.
I guess it must have been, yeah.
Oh, no, here we go. Field goal and punt blocks. Grant Delpit had the block.
Nice.
What a play there for Delpit. Holy smokes, what a game. 35-28. Fun one here. Kit, let's I don't know how, but let's wrap it up.
Well, I'll tell you how this one was all about the defense and credit. I know it looks like the defense gave up 28 points and didn't have a good game, but it couldn't be further from the truth, as that game was absolutely the defense all the way, making plays all over the field. In fact, it was the offense that should be credited with all the scoring for the Steelers, because they kept putting the Steelers in really, really good field position where they kicked 7 field goals. 100% of that credited to the offense. I think there was only really 1 or maybe 2 drives that they actually got into range on their own, not on a turnover or a bad punt. So you gotta give the defense incredible, just what a game for them. And you just give them huge props as they went out and played their guts out. Lots of great plays all over the field. And then, it just, like we already talked about, I don't think you'll ever see a game like this happen in the NFL, ever.
Yeah.
7 field goals. How many combined turnovers were there in that game? It was just
9.
insane.
5 for the Browns, 4 for the Steelers, and they were all, 3 fumbles and a blocked kick.
That's insane. A game like this happening in the NFL is about as far from reality as I think you're going to see. Yes. And unfortunately, as much as we try to make these games realistic, it doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't. Today it did not. I don't know what to make of coach mode, whether or not that anything that clearly it did something, but I don't know what it did. It made everything crazy is what it did.
Right.
Oh, man. All right. Well, this was a fun one. Appreciate everybody being on with us. Remember to check back in during the game on Sunday. If you want to be in the Browns live chat with us, go to the Discord channel. And if you want to vote on other games to see or just have general between sim banter, please check out the Discord channel. The invite link is in the description to this video. So for Kit Nagy out on the left coast, Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody spending a little bit of their Friday night with us. This one was a bonkers one, but the Browns get out of Dodge 35-28 in just an absolutely wild game full of ridiculousness, but at least it was entertaining. So today, we'll get out of here the way we always do by saying,
Go